Hi, this is Lucy, your clarity coach, and this is Tuesday Talks at 3. Welcome to episode 4 of the Procrastination Intervention series. Procrastination can hinder your personal and professional growth. Procrastination has been called a dream killer. And during this season of this procrastination series, I promised to bring you 4 episodes, and so far we've done 3. We're down to the last one, which today is all about cultivating your mindset. We started off with the personal triggers where we identified patterns, emotions, and we also introduced the aspect of self-compassion. Are we compassionate with self or not? Very simple questions, either a yes or a no. And if it is a yes, then how can we improve on that? If it's a no, where do we start? To bring on this very important skill, soft skill upon ourselves, which is compassion, having self-compassion. We then moved on to power techniques, and here I shared 4. In fact, there were 2, not 4. I shared with you 2 tools that are to help you overcome your procrastination. Tools that I have worked with, proven tools that I can say I have worked with personally with very good results. Are they perfect? No, but they're tools. And every day I learn something new when I engage with these tools. And this, I wish you also the same thing. We moved on to enhancing focus. And here we talked about motivation. We talked about discipline. And trying to figure out, how do I stay on top of this proverbial horse? How do I keep on doing this thing, same thing, day in, day out, and hoping to get better results? Because at the end of the day, if I'm not motivated, staying on the course of my goals can be very challenging. Well, then that all funnels it down from knowing what your personal triggers are to being able to get tools to enhancing your focus, and finally, your growth mindset. Whether we have the desire to do something or not, we need to put in the aspect of our mindset, because the things we tell ourselves here between our ears are so powerful that it impacts everything that we do and everywhere that we show up. So today it's all about cultivating your mindset, and especially a positive mindset towards reducing those avoidance behaviors, because it's all about procrastination intervention. So there are certain behaviors that we have which allude to, during the action and the behavior that is demonstrated, to actually get away from tasks, from mundane tasks or huge tasks, which will get us ahead. Because remember, these tasks are those small steps that lead us towards achieving our goals. And so procrastination does come in, and it kills our dreams and our goals, because it's that thing that's in between us getting something done and actually that thing where we are today, in that place poised to take off. So it's the in between. And across on the other side, that is where the success is. But here, between now and the success, where I am right now, procrastination lives. And therefore, this particular series is here to help you. It is an intervention to help you address what it is you're working with. And I thought that these 4 specific areas, we're going to open up your mind and give you different perspectives of how to manage procrastination, because spoiler alert, procrastination is not going anywhere. Procrastination is here to stay. It's just a matter of how we manage it, how we make it work for us. Today's question is very specific, I beg your pardon. In what instances do you catch yourself doubting your abilities? In what instances do you catch yourself doubting your abilities? Drop from me here a comment in the thread, and I will be able to sample it for you. If you do wish to join me here live, all you have to do is click that button there that has the little icon of the video and request to join, and I will respond to it on this side and have you here. Let us talk about procrastination intervention, perhaps what these series have done for you, or perhaps you want to share with me that instance where you have caught yourself doubting your ability. Well, moving forward, let us look at 3 viable ways to cultivate your mindset. And the first one is reframing your tasks. And when I say reframing your tasks, I'm alluding to reframing how you see your tasks. Because have you ever considered looking at your to-do list a bit differently? I am so crazy about to-do lists. I cannot operate without a to-do list. I'm so structured in that way that I need my to-do list all the time. It tells me what I've done, what I haven't done, I beg your pardon, what I'm challenged with. And it helps me to stay focused and aligned with my goal. And you'll see that my to-do lists have all these crosses. That means it's done. And wherever there's a blank, I kind of pick it and put it and park it. Because there must be a reason why there's a blank. Maybe it's a delayed thought in my mind. I have not yet internalized something that needs to get done for me to strike that off. Or I'm part of a team and therefore I'm waiting for the team to come back to me so that we can conclude it together, or something that I need to learn. There is a reason. So I tend to park it and then I look at it after 2-3 days and I decide how to move forward. At times I actually delete it altogether from my list because I may realize that it was a time waster. It was a distraction to me. So I kind of take it away and put it away. So looking at your to-do list differently is considering a different perspective. So what if instead of seeing each task as yet another thing that you have to do, you actually look at it as a step towards your goal, a step towards achieving your goal? You will take that step, won't you? Because if it's a chore, then you already feel fatigued, you feel anxious, you feel weighed down. But the minute that you know this is a required step towards achieving my goal, whatever your goal is, then you'll find yourself being open to take that next step. That is you reframing the thoughts about your task, the meaning of a task. Imagine that satisfaction of ticking off those tasks, like I tell you that I keep on doing. Just imagine that satisfaction of ticking off those tasks. Each one just brings you closer and closer to your goal. Because this goal is something that you set out to achieve. And with every task that you strike off on that list, I beg your pardon, you are closer to your goal than you were a strike before. So how does it feel to think of your efforts as building blocks to your future? I think it feels liberating. It feels motivating. It feels inspirational. It drives you to keep on moving forward and take that step forward and take on the next page of your book. You know, that next building block, just put it on top of another one, and it comes the sense of satisfaction. You see, this way tasks become more than just chores. They are opportunities for growth and progress. The minute you start looking at them this way, you are actually reframing your tasks. So shall I say, reframing your thoughts around your tasks. It's a different perspective. It doesn't keep you stuck. In fact, it allows you now to open up and see how many other ways are there for me to do this same one thing. So whatever tasks that you have at hand, and actually this has become a very fertile area for procrastination to live. You keep on asking yourself, why can't I do this? Why can't I do this? It's simply and purely because it's a task that perhaps you are avoiding. You're feeling overwhelmed. So let's approach it by reframing those thoughts, looking at the same piece of paper, the same task, the same thing that you've been looking at before with the same lenses. Now take off those lenses and put on a different pair of lenses. Open up your mind to the possibilities, the positive outcomes of looking at it from a different angle. So it stops being a chore. It ends up being an opportunity for growth and progress. Why don't you try that and then come back to me? So it doesn't end up paralyzing you, but it seems a bit more exciting because now you're looking at it from a different set of lenses. So today's question is, in which instances do you catch yourself doubting your abilities? doubting them to the point where you're saying, I can't do this. So please just drop down a message here or a comment in the thread and let me be able to sample what it is you're sharing with us as we try to help building one another. Great to see you here, Claire. It's been a minute. So moving on from reframing your tasks as we are working towards cultivating your mindset in the areas of procrastination intervention, the second part I want to look at is positive affirmations. And yes, we have heard about positive affirmations, and you may argue with me and say, well, it's just a theory, Lucy. Lucy, it's not practical. I have tried affirmations, but they don't work for me. Well, if you're out there and you've got affirmations that have not worked for you, please let us just come here on the screen and let's have a chat about it. Same thing, if you have affirmations that have worked for you, I'd love for us to have this robust conversation around the wheres and the wherefores of affirmations and what it is that happens to you when you have these affirmations, what experience you have. Well, I for one say it is time to flip the script, and it is the par for the course. How do I respond to my positive affirmations, to building my positive affirmations and giving them a meaning for me that allows me to be inspired and motivated to wake up every day and live another day? Well, here's my recommendation. Start your day with simple, empowering mantra, whatever it is for you. Mine is inclusive of prayer. So if you are prayerful, then start off with your prayer and command your morning. Speak over your morning. Now, if that is not your thing, you can tell yourself the affirmations right away. Things like, I am capable, I am strong, I can tackle anything that comes my way. These are positive affirmations. And you know what happens to your brain if you start your day speaking to yourself in this way, and you keep on speaking to yourself in this way as though you're in a meeting? Your brain starts to re-engage, to wake up, and to start to create these possibilities for you. I mean, you may not believe me. I just want you to try it. Try it and start to speak to yourself these positive affirmations. And just like going to the gym, where you're not going to build the muscle in one day, it's going to be over a period of time that you will start to see the muscle. In fact, you may not even notice it, but suddenly you realize you're able to do certain things, or certain blouses, their sleeves are tight. They don't fit anymore. You suddenly realize, wow, I have worked on this muscle and now I can see the outcome. Same thing with affirmations. Start today. Do not wait. Do not procrastinate. Don't go back to, I can't do this. Be part of your own solution. I am capable. I am strong. I can tackle anything that comes my way. So what challenge is it that you are feeling right now, you're experiencing, or just does not go away? What kind of affirmations can you come up with? And nowadays, our world, our modern world of the internet, gives us so many examples that we can use. ChatGPT for one. If you just go in and drop in a prompt according to your lifestyle, where you are right now, and sharing what it is that you know about yourself, and just ask for top 3 recommended prompts, affirmations, whatever it is, just ask it and you'll see what comes up, and start doing that every day. 21 days, that's what it takes to create a habit, and that is when you'll start seeing a shift in your life. Now, these powerful affirmations, as I'm saying to you, does that change the outlook of your day? Affirmative, yes, it does. Because this is how you started your day. You are commanding your morning, and you have the power. It lies within you. Now, some of my clients come to me looking to feel better. So I have 2 types of clients: those who come looking to me to feel better, and those who come looking for solutions. But what I do say, especially to the first set of clients, is how about, instead of coming to me around the context of feeling better, to coming to me around the context of wanting to be better? There's a difference right there. There's the feeling better. It's a feeling. It will come and go. But becoming better, being better, is a continuous state where you're learning from your lessons, where you're learning from your successes, where you're learning about self as you evolve. This is sustainable growth. And this is where procrastination then cannot live, cannot survive. Although it will be there because, like I said, spoiler alert, procrastination is not going anywhere. It is just you learning how to manage your procrastination type. And if you're interested in knowing what your procrastination type is, just drop me a message here in the thread and I'll get back to you after this session. And we can get talking in a discovery call and we can book some sessions on how to identify your procrastination type. I have said this many times. I am a perfectionist and my procrastination is a byproduct of my perfectionism, because I will not do something until I find that all my ducks are in a row. And as a result, everybody else has just passed me at such high speed and I'm just eating dust and the cloud of smoke because they've moved on. They've decided that 2 out of 10 things are good for them to get started. For the longest time, I needed to have 10 out of 10 things. And if that is you, then you're not alone. It's just you recognizing that that is procrastination. Consider the power of reminding yourself of your strengths and of your victories. I call this the baskets of joy. Baskets of joy for me are where I go in and update these baskets with successes. And when I talk about successes, it doesn't mean I haven't failed. It just means perhaps I have a learning. And I go and I put it into the basket as a victory, that I'm able to understand the one thing that I need to do better in life. Remember, becoming better, not about feeling better. The sustainability of becoming is great for your growth. So your baskets of joy is one thing. Keep on updating that basket of joy. Whatever it is you come along the way, small or big, keep on throwing it into your basket. And when you have moments of procrastination, I cannot do this, I'm unable to move forward, remind yourself you've been here before. And these baskets of joy are there to prove that you overcame and now you've gone and thrown them into the baskets of joy. And these help you to stay motivated and wake up and do it again. Of course, in a different way. We're talking about perspectives here. You will begin to feel this boost of confidence when you begin to embrace these victories and you've reminded yourself. This boost of confidence comes in and it holds on to you. It's such a good feeling. It doesn't leave you, but it will if you don't work at it, if you don't keep it alive. It just makes those daunting tasks, those lists, to-do lists that you had to do, it makes them a little less scary when you realize that there is a journey. I can get this done. I can succeed. And even if I don't succeed, I will have learned something. The effort will be worth it. Where is your focus going? Is a very important question. Is it going towards the failure or the lesson? Whatever meaning you give it, that is where your focus and your energy is going to go. And this is so important for you to move on. So we talk about positive affirmations, and it's not just fluff or positive talk as you speak to yourself. It's not just fluff or things that you're making up. It's the fuel for your journey towards overcoming procrastination and embracing your potential, your true potential. And just like going to the gym, it takes time. You need patience. You need to have trust in this journey, in this process, because you have a main goal that you're going for. Well, the third one is supportive community. Have you ever noticed how the people around you influence your mood, your motivation, even your language? It just happens because once you are with other beings, it's almost as though you become one, for as long as you allow them to come into your space. If you're aloof and you block them off, of course, they're not going to rub off on you. So when I speak about the influence, it is both good and bad influence. And it's totally up to you what you do with this influence and how people influence you. What do you allow into your life? It's nobody else's responsibility. Imagine surrounding yourself with people who not only inspire you, but also push you to be your best. What would it be like to share your goals and progress with a community that cheers you on at every point of the way on those milestones that we spoke about in our last episode? And you've got a whole team that's cheering on. This just means that you have the power to build your own supportive community. And yes, I guess the go-to would be that suddenly I find myself surrounded by people. It just happened automatically. Well, this is your opportunity to do an audit of your community. How does this community serve you? Are you growing as a result of this community? Are they pulling you back? Is it a healthy environment? When procrastination comes knocking, are you still saying, I can't do this? Then what is your supportive community doing? Perhaps they're not serving you anymore. This is time for you to do the hard work. Look at your community and begin to weed out or begin to prune the people who are in your community. Because then you are looking at, how am I growing as a result of this community of mine? You are also evolving. So what you are bringing to the table is something you need to keep on asking yourself. What am I bringing to this table? How effective am I? How impactful am I? And this is where your growth is. Because if you do manage to do your audit and you weed out or prune out people in your community, you will find that the small group of people now is growing together. These are people who inspire you, who push you to do your best. These are people who share your goals and progress. And they're the ones who cheer you every step of the way. They're not about talking about you. They're about uplifting you. The language that they're using is to build you, not to destroy you or bring you down. So remember, you have the power to build your own supportive community, but you've got to want to. If you choose to be a victim, then that's what you will be. If you choose to be a creator of your life, then that is who you will be. Whatever it is you focus on and you want, that shall be, especially when it comes to cultivating a mindset. So which mindset are you choosing? Is it the mindset of being a creator? Is it the mindset of being a victim? Or are you perhaps that person who just sticks their head in the sand and hope that when you bring your head back up, everything would have sailed on and you would not have been touched at all? Is that what does it for you? Then there's no growth in that. There's no sustainability in that. There's no evolving. Same time next year, you come and say, you come and realize, I beg your pardon, that you're still in the same spot. When everybody around you has moved on and you begin to ask yourself, why can't I do this? Procrastination, because you're not looking for help and you're not building on this community. So think about accountability and think about encouragement from others that can help you stay on track and face those tasks that are such a chore for you. But now you're seeing them as opportunities of growth and progress. Look for those kind of people. And isn't it just so comforting, at least for me, that I'm not alone on my journey and I'm able to overcome procrastination and achieve my dreams? I belong to beautiful communities. Yes, you don't have to belong to only one community. I belong to numerous communities. And each community serves something different, serves a different purpose in my life. It's working for me. And when it's not, I go back and I do an audit and I choose what stays and what goes. At times, I have to go. And that separation is not easy. I have left communities. I have stepped away from them because I have not found value. There's a reason. And of course, because I'm a human being and I had created connections, I always question myself, did you do the right thing there, Lucy? But because I have a goal and I know what I'm looking for, I am guided when I'm choosing my communities or when I'm auditing my communities. Now, these are just a few of the benefits of a supportive community. Now, those are the 3 viable ideas or pointers I wanted to share with you when it comes to cultivating your mindset. When you're asking yourself, why can't I do this anymore? I hope these 3 things would be able to help you, that you will be able to reframe your thoughts about your tasks, you will be able to have positive affirmations, and you will be able to build a supportive community. So the question was very clear today: in which instances do you catch yourself doubting your abilities? I have not seen, I've just checked there, I've not seen anything that has been shared here with me. I do hope that because this recording will continue to be on my social media, that I will have some more engagement and I can take the discussion away from here. So, what do I have for you today in conclusion? Embrace tasks as opportunities for growth. That means you're shifting your perspective to view these as positive steps towards your goal, towards achieving your goal. Number 2 is incorporating daily affirmations to boost that confidence and keep you motivated and inspired to wake up every day and start again, or continue doing what you were doing, or try something new. What is it that you're going to stop doing, start doing, or continue doing? This way, daily affirmations will keep you on track. And number 3 is surrounding yourself with a supportive community that's going to help you be accountable. It's going to encourage you. It's going to build you up, yeah? So together, these strategies cultivate a positive mindset. Remember, we're looking at procrastination intervention, and we're looking at how to manage it so that we can reach our potential sooner rather than later, that we can keep moving forward. I hope this helps. And of course, I leave you with 3 takeaways. I always leave you with 3 takeaways. The first one, as you're cultivating your mindset, is shift your perspective of tasks. That is the meaning. Number 2, update your baskets of joy. And number 3, intentionally build your support system. Let it be about what you want, what it is that comes into your game plan, and how you want things done. Well, thank you so much for joining me today in this last episode of this procrastination intervention series. This particular recording will be up on our YouTube page by this evening, and that is LMC Consultancy. You want to go there, hop on. You want to hit the subscription button and the notification button for any updates. Our social media platforms continue to educate and inspire you. You can find me here on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, on Facebook as Clarity Coach Lucy, or Lucy Your Clarity Coach. Well, guys, it is the month of love as we come to the end, and it is a leap year. We have 1 extra day this month for love. Look out for our special one-time offer this Thursday when it comes to matters love. Hashtag sharing mapenzi, hashtag the love of my life. Look out for the lovely gift that I have for you, and I do hope you're going to use this gift to becoming a better person. Not feeling better. Well, the next cohort of personal planning is here with us. We're running it on the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th of March from 7:30 to 9 p.m. DM me for your registration link today, because it expires tomorrow, for a chance to get 40% off the price. And in addition, a bonus coaching session with me, free of charge. A bonus coaching session with me, which will take 60 minutes, free of charge. All you have to do is drop me a message right now in the chat, and you are well on your way to getting 40% off the personal planning program, where we go through identifying, we go through planning, and we go through executing. And then I leave you with some work to do, which is a 21-day action plan. It's so important to create habits. Lastly, but not least, I am launching episode 2 of season 1 of my podcast. My podcast is called Skillful She, this Thursday. So you don't want to miss that on my social media. Follow me and be able to know exactly when it drops. It should be 7 o'clock in the night, because this is providing a platform for insightful conversations, expert advice, and real life stories. You don't want to miss this. Let us help build each other. Until then, be kind to yourselves.